Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So what you're looking at here is a framed leaf from an old Bible. And I got this idea. I first saw this done in a church up in San Francisco called Grace Cathedral. And this is hanging in the entryway. I got the front door open for best lighting. And I came across an old Bible at an estate sale, and it was so beautiful because it had so much damage. When I looked at it, I just immediately fell in love with it and said, "Oh yeah, I gotta buy this." And I forget what it was. It was cheap, but it had so much damage. It reminded me of the Dead Sea Scrolls or some ancient artifact like that. And I framed this leaf myself. I got the frame at an estate sale or a yard sale somewhere. Got the backing paper at the art supply store. The glass I bought at a framing shop. It's the expensive museum quality coated anti-reflective UV blocking. So I did the work myself, like I just said, and there were so many beautiful pages, and it was so beautiful just because of the damage. And for this one, I chose the Beatitudes. So this is Matthew chapter 5, Sermon on the Mount, I guess also, or the Beatitudes. And the way the book was bound, so I got chapter 5 right here, right? But on this side, instead of chapter 4, it's actually chapter 14. Okay, hold on a second and I'll show you another one. Hold on. Okay, I took that one down and hung this one on the same nail in the same location. And so what this one is, it's a single leaf, and again, a secondhand frame, and I did the work framing it. But this one is, of course, the well-known and beloved 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. Now, David was a shepherd, and so David's sheep had a shepherd, but David said that the Lord is his shepherd, caring for him and protecting him. And so I love to have these framed and displayed, and this one normally hangs in the hallway, not in the entryway. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, and again, hanging on the same nail. Now this is the title page of that book, and you can see it was heavily damaged. And I'll show you the book itself in a minute. And again, yes, I did the work. And you'll notice that you don't see me like reflecting in the glass. That's because of the anti-reflective coating of the museum quality glass. And it took me a while to frame this one because I had to unfold it. It was all crinkled up and all destroyed, and I had to like slowly unroll it with I used an upholstery pin and just my finger to kind of fold it back and roll it back flat again. But let's read what it says here. The Holy Bible, containing the Old and New Testaments, together with the Apocrypha, translated out of the original tongues, which would be like Aramaic or Hebrew and Greek, I suppose, and, translated out of the original tongues and with the former translations diligently compared and revised, to which is appended a concordance, the Psalms of David in meter, an index, tables, and other useful matters. The text conformable to the standard of the American Bible Society, Cincinnati, Moore, Wilstock, Keys, and Overend, copyright 1854. So it's been around for a while. It's in my care now. It's being preserved. Okay, now let me show you the book itself. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's the book itself, and this is how I keep it when I carry it around. I got it on this old Harbor Freight ad, and I don't like to touch it too much. You can see every time I touch it, it crumbles. But for today, I'm going to. The front cover, the hard cover is, of course, torn off it. And some of these pages, because this is chapter 19 of Genesis, and some of these front pages were missing. Luckily, it still had the title page. And like I said, when I saw it, I just totally fell in love with it. The coloring on it is amazing. You know, and what stories it could tell. You know, how it got in this condition, and there's someone's notes right there. There's some more notes. There was no other writing in it, and no way to know really anything about its previous owners. But it's been around for quite a few years. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, right here. See these threads? I had to cut these threads because this is Joshua, and Joshua 12. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So that one's actually being pressed right now, getting ready to be framed. A friend of mine got a hold of me, and he asked me if I still had any of the Psalms left. And I've already mailed out to various friends that I have leaves that they have requested that contain their favorite verses and things of that nature. And so when my friend asked me if I had any of the Psalms left, well, yes, I do. So I had to get it out and double check. Here's an old bookmark of some sort. And I got a few other old Bibles, and it's interesting the things that are in here. This had a flower in it. I don't know if it's still in there. A flower that was pressed in there. But it was just so beautiful. Now, of course, the Psalms, the 23rd Psalm, you saw I had that one framed already. You know, so it's not available. But I'm going to go ahead and send nearly all of these. See, here's Job. And look, it's already falling apart, so it's no problem. I don't have to cut any threads like I would have to here. So my friend asked for it. I did not need an explanation. I just said, yeah, I got it. It's yours. And I know he's going to take good care of it. I know he has a purpose in mind. I just love the coloring so much. Look at that. Over here, so much damage. Right? It gives it real, I mean, it's old, 1854, but it just makes it look, the damage just makes it look like it's, 1,000 years old, or, from ancient Israel, or one of the earliest manuscripts ever known. Look at it, it's all half destroyed. I mean, I guess a person could fake this. There's a lot of fakes in the world, in the world of biblical archaeology. There's a lot of fakes, a lot of counterfeit, but this ain't one of them. I mean, I don't know how a person would do it, but they try hard. If there's money involved, people try hard. St. Mark. All the chapters are in Roman numerals. All right, my friend, I just wanted you to see that since I was getting it out again, and I don't usually have it out. I keep it in the fireproof safe. For the verse of the day, let's pick a random verse. The Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter, let's see, well, here's chapter 7, so it must be chapter 6. Luke 6:36. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. Well, that was just a random page and a random verse, but the Lord works in mysterious ways, doesn't he? All right, my friends, you have a good day.